Hello, coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Manchester City midfielder Ilkay Gundogan as Barcelona director comments on links to Manchester City midfielder. He gave the latest on that. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Lionel Messi as his father, Josh Messi, who is his agent, have recently claimed that Messi's return to Barca is not possible. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed, please endeavor to do so. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona have been no stranger when it comes to links with Manchester City players in the recent past. They have been prioritizing a move for Bernardo Silva for a while, whereas the club were also offered the chance to sign João Cancelo in January. Although the Catalans were not able to sign either of the two players, they have continued to be linked with other stars. One of them is Ilkay Gundogan, whose future at the Etihad Stadium remains uncertain, with his contract expiring at the end of the season. Earlier today, reports emerged claiming that the Blaugrana had held a meeting with the agent of the German international. And in a recent media interaction, Barcelona sporting director Matteo Alemany was asked about the club's links with Gundogan. Alemany refused to talk about speculations, but suggested that he has an excellent relationship with Gundogan's uncle and has held a dialogue with him already. He said, Gundogan? We met Gundogan's uncle, who is considered as Christensen's agent, and simply talked about his performances and how happy we are with him, according to Fabrizio Romano. Andres Christensen has indeed been one of the most successful new signings for Barcelona this season. The Dane has established himself as a first-team regular in Xavi's setup and a mainstay in defense, along with Ronald Araujo. As we approach the summer market, Barcelona might also want to get their hands on Ilkay Gundogan. With the midfielder's contract expiring at the end of the season, he could be an excellent investment due to his experience and technical abilities. The German international may also appear as a potential short-term replacement for Sergio Busquets, who continue to face an uncertain future at the Camp Nou. Of course, Ilkay Gundogan, this is not the first time we have been talking about him on the transfer news. He still continues to be linked to the club up to this very day. Despite talks of a potential contract extension with Manchester City, but nothing have progressed since then, even though the player really wants to stay, since as Pep Guardiola himself extended his contract being there as manager for 2 more seasons, and Ilkay Gundogan was also motivated to stay there, but no contract extension. As it stands right now, Gundogan's contract with Man City will expire come end of this season. And FC Barcelona are not hiding their interest. They want to make sure they make good use of the fact that if they can convince him to leave the Etihad as a free agent, then that will be something good. We all know Gundogan is a very experienced player and has developed to a world class under Pep Guardiola. Of course, he is one of the best midfielders there in the Premier League. He's a veteran. He's already in his 30s. So even if he's coming to Barca, it's not something like he's a long-term stay in the midfield. Gundogan will just come, he's still very, very active. Not like Gundogan is a very, very talented midfield player and Barcelona really want him, even if it's for the short run. But the move can still be complicated though. As I said earlier, the fact that Pep Guardiola will still be the boss of Man City, and we all know how close Pep Guardiola and Ilkay Gundogan are. The player really likes Pep's coaching style and he would like to be there, to be honest, except it would take a lot of convincing to do for Barca to lure him to the Camp Nou. Of course, let's see how it goes, if actually his contract will be extended or not. Here we can see at Matteo Alemany, the sporting director, trying to comment on a potential move for Ilkay Gundogan. admitting the fact that he has indeed spoken to his uncle, who is also his agent, and also the agent of Andres Christensen. Of course, also claiming that he is also familiar and very, very having a good relationship with the uncle of Ilkay Gundogan. So if that will be something that will help the move materialize, then that will be good. Because from the way Matteo Alemany is saying, maybe the relationship with his agent can still try to make things happen come end of the season. So let's see actually if Ilkay Gundogan will accept or will contemplate on going to FC Barcelona when his contract with Manchester City comes to an end of the season. Then on to the next story of discussion. In a major development, George Messi, the father of PSG superstar Lionel Messi, has claimed that the 35-year-old's return to Barcelona is not possible this summer. The former Barca captain is out of contract at PSG come end of the season, and while renewal talks have taken place, recent reports suggest that the global superstar is not totally in favor of an extension. It gave Barca faint hopes of a possible move in the summer to bring back the club legend, especially after the manner in which he left in 2021. However, Josh Messi, who also happens to be Leo's agent, has poured cold water on such a possibility. He said, "I don't think Leo will return to Barcelona. The conditions are not met," he said, as quoted by Sports. Josh, who arrived in Barcelona yesterday, further added, "We haven't spoken to Laporta and there is no offer." That may well be that as far as Barca's hopes of bringing Messi back to the club this summer are concerned. The relationship between Messi and Laporta is understood to have broken down after the way he had to leave the club. Furthermore, Barcelona's financial fair play problems would have made it very difficult to sign the Argentina captain as well. So a return to Barcelona for Messi does not seem to be on the cards at all this coming summer. So we can hear from the horse's mouth itself. The agent of Messi, who goes about his business, have himself confirmed that Messi definitely will not return to Barca in the summer, as some reports have been claiming. Messi have not still made any statement about his future. PSG have offered him a contract offer, but up to now, it has been surprising that he has not made any comment. And the rumor mill have now said it that the player does not favor an extension at PSG. So let's see what happens before the end of the season to see his final decision. But going to Barca right now will be so difficult. In fact, not possible, as you can hear from his agent. I think Inter Miami now might be the favorites to sign him. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye for now.